press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to lecture number 13 of chemical bonding. In the last video we had gone through the concepts of hybridization, and in this class we need to know about how to find out the hybridization and the geometry of the molecule. Suppose if they have given some example like CH4, PF3, like H2O. If they have given an example like this, in which if they ask how to find out the hybridization of carbon atom in this CH4 molecule, followed by what is the hybridization of boron in a boron trifluoride molecule, followed by what is the hybridization of oxygen in H2O molecule. ಈ ತರ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, how to identify the nature of hybridization followed by the geometry of the molecule, okay, without going into a description method. Andre nave in the previous class we had gone through the descriptive way of finding out the hybridization of different molecules, okay, but here without going to the descriptive analysis, how to find out the hybridization of different molecules and how to find out their geometries. Okay, in order to find out the hybridization of different molecules, we need to follow two methods. The first method, in order to solve or in order to know about the hybridization of any molecule, by the first method used, in which to solve the first method you must know about the structure of the molecule. ಯಾವ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲಿನ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮೆಥಡ್. Formula method. Okay, there are two methods are there to calculate or to find out the hybridization of different molecules. By the first method we must know the structure of the molecule. By the second method, by using the formula, we can easily calculate the hybridization of the different molecules. First we will move on to the first method for the identification of hybridization, that is by knowing the structure of the molecule. Okay, this is very much important. Okay, this can be calculated by using a formula. This is also having some small formula, that is x is equal to number of sigma bonds on central atom, number of sigma bonds on central atom plus lone pair of electrons on central atom. This is the formula you need to follow to calculate the hybridization of different molecules whose structure is known. If the structure is known only, then we can use this formula. If we do not know the structure of the molecule, then this formula does not valid. Okay, it is applicable only when you know the structure of the molecule. Okay, then suppose if the value of x, which indicates the nature of hybridization, that means if the value of x is equal to 2, then nature of the molecule or nature of the hybridization, I can write it here. Value of x, hybridization. Suppose if the value of x after summing up of number of sigma bonds on the central atom plus number of lone pair of electrons on the central atom. ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ if we get 2, value of x is equal to 2, then the nature of that hybridization is sp. Then the nature of that hybridization is sp. If the value of x is equal to 3, after this calculation, if you get 3 value, then it can express sp2 hybridization. Suppose if the value of x is equal to 4, then it can exhibit sp3 hybridization. If the value of x is 5, then it becomes sp3d hybridization. If it is 6, sp3d2. If it is 7, it is sp3d3. Okay, like that, based upon the value of x, we will come to know the hybridization of the molecule. By finding out the hybridization of the molecule, we can easily predict the geometry of the molecule, because if the hybridization of the molecule is sp, then it can exhibit linear geometry. Haudalva? Here, if it is sp2 hybridization, then its geometry will be trigonal planar. Then it can exhibit trigonal planar geometry. If it is sp3, it can exhibit tetrahedral geometry. If it is sp3d, diagonal bipyramidal geometry, it can exhibit triagonal bipyramidal. Suppose if it is having sp3d2, octahedral geometry. At last, it is pentagonal bipyramidal geometry. Okay. With respect to the particular hybridization, the geometry of the molecule is fixed according to the postulates of VBT. For a particular process of hybridization, geometry of the molecule is fixed, but not shape. Okay, there is a lot of difference between shape of the molecule and geometry of the molecules. Both are not same. Geometry of the molecule is different from shape of the molecule. Okay, here with respect to this sp hybridization, its geometry is linear. With respect to sp2, its geometry is trigonal planar. If it is sp3, then it becomes tetrahedral, followed by sp3d, trigonal planar, trigonal bipyramidal, followed by octahedral and pentagonal bipyramidal. With respect to the particular type of hybridization, the geometry of the molecule is going to be fixed. Okay, then by taking suitable examples, we can calculate the value of x followed by its hybridization. By using that, we can easily predict its hybridization. Okay, suppose if they have given an example like this, NH3 molecule, structure ಬರೆಯೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. As we already know how to write the structure of the molecule in the concept of Lewis and Cosel's structure. Okay, how to write, or how many number of sigma bonds, or how many number of pi bonds, or how many number of single bonds, how many number of double bonds are present in between the any two atoms ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು Lewis and Cosel's ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Okay, based upon that, we need to write the structure of the molecule. Okay, ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, NH3 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇನ್ NH3 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, how to identify it? By using this formula, because the structure is already known. If we know the structure of the molecule, then only it is possible, then only this formula is applicable. Okay, if we do not know the structure of the molecule, then this formula does not valid, because in order to find out the value of x, we need to know about the number of sigma bonds on the central atom. Okay, central atom only ಎಷ್ಟು number of sigma bonds ಇದೆ. At the same time, we also need to know about how many number of lone pairs that the central atom is having. Okay, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ we need to know about the structure of the molecule first. If we know the structure of the molecule, then it becomes easy to calculate it. Okay, first nitrogen in a NH3 molecule ಕೇಳಿದರೆ how to find out its X value? X is equal to number of sigma bonds on the central atom. Here in this NH3 molecule, which atom will become the central atom? Nitrogen. Nitrogen will become a central atom. Okay, nitrogen. Number of sigma bonds. How many bonds are formed by the nitrogen here? Number of sigma bonds. All are single bonds and all are sigma bonds. How many bonds are there here in total? We are having 3 bonds plus lone pair of electrons on central atom. How many lone pair of electrons are there on nitrogen? How to find out its lone pair of electrons? What are those lone pair of electrons? Okay, suppose if you consider nitrogen atom, atomic number is 7. It is having the configuration of 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. If you consider the valence shell, this is 2s, this is 2p. Right here, 2s atomic orbital is completely filled. 2p atomic orbital, it is having 3 half-filled atomic orbitals. These 3 half-filled atomic orbitals, which combines with 3 more electrons of other atoms. Andre, the valency of nitrogen atom is 3 because in its valence shell, it is having how many electrons? 2 plus 3, 5 electrons in total. So, in order to get the octet configuration, it need to have 3 more electrons. 3 electrons anna abstract ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, in such cases, these 3 electrons are always ready to involved in the bond pairs or involved in the chemical bonds. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನ bonded pair electrons ಅಥವಾ bonded electrons ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. These electrons, and in the same valence shell, a pair of electrons which do not involved in the bond formation, which remains as it is inside the shell, ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಾನ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ಅಥವಾ ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Okay, a pair of electrons present in the valence shell which remains unchanged or which do not involved in the chemical bond formation, ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ನಾನ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, which do not involved in the bond formation. Okay, those were called non-bonded electrons. So, in case of nitrogen atom, 3 electrons are involved in the formation of bond. At the same time, 2 electrons which remains as non-bonded electrons, and these 2 electrons are considered as a lone pairs. Okay, now how many lone pair of electrons are there on the central atom? 1 pair of electrons. That means 2 electrons. 1 lone pair is equal to 2 electrons. Okay, 1 lone pair. Then the value of x, it becomes 4. If value of x is equal to 4, then x is equal to 4 ಆದರೆ ಯಾವ shape ಬರ್ತದೆ? It can exhibit tetrahedral geometry and it can exhibit the hybridization of a sp3. sp3 hybridization ಅನ್ನು exhibit ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ with the geometry of a hybridization. ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ hybridization is a sp3 followed by its geometry. Geometry is a tetrahedral. Its geometry is tetrahedral. This is how we can calculate the geometry of any molecules by finding out its hybridization by using this formula only if we know about the structure of the molecule. Okay, ಈ ಥರ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. Then second example, oxygen in find out the hybridization and geometry of oxygen in H2O molecule. H2O molecule. Okay, H2O molecule. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? What is the structure of H2O molecule? This is the structure of H2O molecule. Okay, here how to find out its lone pair of electrons? Lone pair of electrons. Here oxygen nodi atomic number 8, 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 4 it is, 2s2, 2p4. Here two electrons or two half-filled atomic orbital of oxygen involved in with the bond formation of hydrogen atoms. Okay, ಎರಡು ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಪೇರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನೌ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ 4 electrons or 2 lone pairs, 2 non-bonded electron pairs, non-bonded, 2 non-bonded electron pairs, or these are called lone pairs. Lone pairs. Then how many number of lone pairs are they present on the oxygen atom? There were 2 lone pair of electrons. There were 2 lone pair of electrons are present on the oxygen atom. One lone pair, another lone pair. Then now we know the structure of this water molecule. We can calculate the value of x. Value of x. First, the number of sigma bonds on the central atom. Number of sigma bonds. Yesterday for sigma bond illi, this is one sigma bond because it is a single bond. This is one more sigma bond. This is one sigma. This is one more sigma. Number of sigma bonds on the central atom are 2 plus number of lone pairs. How many lone pair of electrons are there here? 2 lone pairs. 2 lone pairs. Okay, that is 2 lone pairs. Value of x becomes 4. If the value of x becomes 4 means what about its hybridization? Its hybridization is sp3. If it can exhibit the sp3 hybridization means what about its geometry? Tetrahedral geometry. Okay, hybridization of oxygen in H2O molecule is sp3, and the geometry of H2O molecule is tetrahedral in nature. Geometry of oxygen in H2O molecule, or the overall geometry of H2O molecule is tetrahedral, followed by the hybridization in this particular molecule is sp3 hybridization. Okay, this is the another example. Next, if they have given an example of carbon in CH4 molecule, carbon in CH4 molecule. Okay, here what is the structure of CH4 molecule? CH4, this is the structure of CH4 molecule. Now find out the value of x. How many sigma bonds are there here? 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma and 4 sigma. In between any two atoms, first bond formed will always be the sigma bond. ಎರಡು ಆಟಮ್ಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಾಂಡು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Here also it is sigma, here also it is sigma, sigma and sigma. In total we are having 4 sigma bonds are present in the CH4 molecule. Then how many number of lone pairs are present on the carbon atom? Carbon ಅಲ್ಲಿ lone pair of electrons ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ನೋಡೋಣ. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, that is 2s, 2p1. So this is the structure, orbital structure of carbon atom, where it is having 2 unpaired electrons, but carbon here it can form 4 bonds. Okay, that is why 1 electron is excited from 2s to 2p. 4 hybrid orbitals are generated. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? 4 hybrid orbitals generated. That is why in the valence electronic configuration of carbon we do not have any non-bonded electrons. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ non-bonded electrons ಇದೆಯಾ? There were no non-bonded electrons and all the electrons are involved in the bond formation. Bond formation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. That is why carbon in a CH4 molecule, carbon in any molecule you can take, its lone pair of electrons are 0. Okay, here you can consider there were no non-bonded electrons present in this particular carbon atom. That is why there were no lone pair of electrons are present. Value of x, it remains 4. Okay, then if x is equal to 4, then what is the hybridization of the molecule? Hybridization of the molecule, it becomes sp3. Okay, what about its geometry? Geometry of the molecule, geometry of the molecule, it is again tetrahedral geometry. It is a tetrahedral geometry. Okay, this is how we can predict the hybridization and the geometry of a particular molecule and not the shape. Okay, only we can predict the hybridization and geometry but not the shape. Okay, next we will move on to one more example, that is boron in BF3 molecule. BF3 molecule, if you take this as an example, the structure of BF3 is like this. Okay, you can find out the x value now. How many sigma bonds are there here? We have 3 sigma bonds. Okay, x is equal to number of sigma bonds estide pa 3 plus how many lone pair of electrons are there in boron? Boron atomic number 5, it is having 1s2, 2s2, 2p1 configuration, and all the 3 electrons present in the valence shell of boron are utilized in the formation of bonds. 3 electron ಇದೆ, 3 electron bond formation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Then the valence shell, in the valence shell of boron we do not have any non-bonded electrons. That is why there were no lone pair of electrons present in the boron. That is why value of x is equal to 3. If the value of x is equal to 3 ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? Which type of hybridization it belongs? It belongs to sp2 hybridization and it can exhibit which type of geometry? Geometry of the molecule will be trigonal planar. Okay, if you consider the hybridization of the molecule, it can exhibit sp2 hybridization, and for sp2 hybridization geometry of the molecule will be, it is trigonal planar. It is exhibits trigonal planar geometry. Okay, in BF3 molecule hybridization of a central boron atom is sp2 and the whole molecule can exhibit trigonal planar geometry by using the formula. Okay, next we will move on to one more example, that is in a PCl5 molecule, phosphorus pentachloride molecule, PCl5. Okay, next we will move on to the structure of PCl5. This will be the structure of PCl5, in which 2 axial bonds irutte, 3 equatorial bonds irutte. Okay, all those are single bonds. That means all those bonds are sigma bonds. Single bonds ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ sigma bonds ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. While calculating the value of x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? Number of sigma bonds plus number of plus lone pair of electrons. How to calculate it? X is equal to number of sigma bonds on central atom ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 5 sigma bonds are there. And how many lone pair of electrons are there? There were no lone pair of electrons because this phosphorus will have 285 configuration. 285 configuration, that means in the valence shell it is having only 5 electrons, and those 5 electrons are already utilized for the formation of bonds. 5 ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 5 ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ವೇಕೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Those 5 electrons are utilized for the formation of bonds. That is why there were no non-bonded electrons are present in the P, or there were no lone pair of electrons. Value of X for phosphorus in PCl5 molecule is 5, and for 5 it can exhibit which type of hybridization? sp3d hybridization. sp3d hybridization, and it can have a geometry that is trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal geometry it can exhibit. Okay, next, is it understood? Hybridization of this molecule will be sp3d, followed by its geometry is a trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Okay, next we will move on to one more example, that is sulfur in SF6 molecule. Okay, what is the structure of SF6 molecule? We know that it exhibits octahedral geometry. Okay, SF6 molecule. To calculate the value of X, the total number of sigma bonds on the central atom. How many sigma bonds are there here? All are sigma bonds, all are single bonds. Okay, in total we are having 6 sigma bonds are there. But in sulfur, the number of lone pairs are 0. There were no lone pair of electrons because the sulfur it is having a configuration 286 configuration, but in the valence shell it is having 6 electrons, and all those 6 electrons are involved in the bond formation. Bond formation alli involve agide. That is why there is no presence of lone pairs inside the sulfur atom, that is 0 lone pairs. Value of X becomes 6. If the value of X becomes 6, then its hybridization will be sp3 hybridization. Hybridization of this molecule will be sp3d2 hybridization, followed by it can exhibit octahedral geometry. Geometry of the molecule will be octahedral geometry. Okay, this is how we can calculate the hybridization followed by the geometry of the molecule. Suppose if they have given an example of like this, carbon in CO3 minus 2. How to write the structure? Carbon minus. This is the structure of CO3 minus 2 molecule, in which the central atom is carbon atom. It is forming how many sigma bonds here? In between carbon and oxygen, here it is a single bond, that means a sigma bond. In between carbon and oxygen, this is one more sigma bond. Here we have 2 bonds are there, in which one bond is a sigma and one other bond is pi. Okay, next, to calculate X, the number of sigma bonds around the central atom are 1, 2, 3. There were 3 sigma bonds are present on the central atom, followed by valency of carbon is 4 because carbon it is having 2 4 configuration. The 4 electrons present in the valence shell are involved in or utilized in the bond formation. That is why there is no presence of lone pairs inside the carbon atom. That is why there were no lone pair of electrons. Value of X becomes 3. If the value of X becomes 3 means which type of hybridization it is? sp2 hybridization. Hybridization of the molecule becomes a hybridization is equal to sp2 followed by its geometry is trigonal planar geometry. Trigonal planar geometry. Okay, in this way we are going to identify the hybridization of the molecule followed by the geometry of the molecule, okay, by using this formula. But I repeat, this particular procedure is applicable only when you know the structure of the molecule. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ we can apply this formula, okay. But suppose if we do not know the structure of the molecule, ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? If you take an example of XeOF2, XeF4, XeOF4 ಈ ಥರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟರಪ್ಪ, ಇವುಗಳದ್ದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. In such cases, how to calculate its hybridization? How to calculate the value of X? How to find out its geometry of the molecule? ನಮಗೆ ಇದರದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. If we know the structure of this molecule, we can easily predict its hybridization by using this formula. But if we do not know the structure of the molecule, then the problem rises. In such cases, what we will do means we are going to have one more method of calculating the hybridization and predicting the geometry of the molecule, that is formula method. Formula method, that is second method, formula method for the identification of geometry of the molecule followed by the hybridization of the molecule. Hybridization ಅನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು geometry of the molecule ಅನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, even though we do not know about the structure of the molecule, we can easily predict the hybridization of the molecule, okay, by using this formula, okay. You just remember this formula, X is equal to V plus M minus C plus A, where V stands for valence electrons on central atom, valence electron on central atom, followed by M stands for monovalent atoms, number of monovalent atoms, monovalent atoms on central atom, number of monovalent atoms on central atom. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ CO3 -2 SO4 -2 NH4 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಈ ಥರ ಏನಾದರೂ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ರೈಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನ್, ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ A4 ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆನ್ anion, charge on anion. This is the most important formula. You must remember this formula. By using this formula, we can easily predict the hybridization. We can easily predict the geometry of the molecule, even though we do not know about the structure of the molecule. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ we can easily predict the shape of the molecule. We can easily predict the geometry of the molecule, not the shape. Okay, this theory which cannot explains about the shape of the molecules. Okay, here x is equal to V plus M minus C plus A. Okay, V stands for valence electrons on central atom, followed by M stands for number of monovalent atoms on the central atom. How many number of monovalent atoms? Monovalent atoms ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? Hydrogen, Cl, Br, I, OH, etc. Cl, Br, I, OH. Okay, these are the monovalent atoms. How many number of monovalent atoms present on the central atom are represented by this M? Then this is C. C stands for charge on cation. If they have given an example like this NH4 plus anta kottidre, you have to subtract one electron minus C. How many number of charges, positive charges present on the central atom should be subtracted. Positive charges ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ SO4 -2 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದೇ -2 ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು, ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜಸನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯನಯಾನಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, most important formula from which we can easily predict the hybridization and the geometry of any molecule without knowing its structure. And what about the previous one? There also we can predict the hybridization and the geometry of the molecule, but only after knowing the structure of the molecule. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ to continue with the last procedure, we need to know about the structure of the molecule. We must have a clear idea regarding the structure of the molecule. But in this structure or in this formula, we can calculate the hybridization followed by the geometry of the molecule easily without knowing the structure of the molecule. Structure of the molecule ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, now we will move on to the examples. Examples. First example, I go with CH4. Okay, how to identify the hybridization of CH4 molecule? Now I don't know the structure. ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. How can we calculate it? First we have to identify the central atom. Among C and H, which one acts as the central atom? Carbon. The atom which is present in a lesser number in a molecule. ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ನಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೇವೆ. Here carbon will be the central atom. To calculate the value of X. Valence electrons on central atom. How many valence electrons are there on central atom? Okay, I just missed one thing here, half. Okay, this is the formula, I just forgot to write it. Half into V plus M minus C plus A. This is the formula, you must remember. Okay, here half into how many number of valence electrons on the central atom? Carbon means it is having 2-4 configuration. Number of valence electrons are 4 plus number of monovalent atoms. How many monovalent atoms are there here? Hydrogen is a monovalent atom. It can have a single bond formation capacity. ಯಾವ ಆಟಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಮೋನೋವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Hydrogen is having single bond formation capacity, that is why it is monovalent in nature. How many monovalent atoms are there here? Here we have 4 monovalent atoms. Number of monovalent atoms on the central atom. 4 atoms are there, 4 plus 4. It is a neutral molecule and which do not carries any type of charges, either positive charge or negative charge. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿಲ್ಲ. That is why these two values ಅವು 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Now half into 8 8 means that is 4. If the value of x becomes 4 means value of x becomes 4, then which type of hybridization it is? sp3 hybridization. It can exhibit is sp3 followed by the geometry of the molecule is again tetrahedral geometry. Okay, hybridization value of x 4 bandide, hybridization sp3 barutte, geometry of the molecule will be tetrahedral geometry. Okay, like that. Second one, second example, that is NH3 molecule. NH3. How to calculate the hybridization of NH3 molecule and its geometry by using this formula. Now I don't know the structure of this NH3 molecule ankoon. Avage enaagtade, how to calculate it? We have to apply this formula directly. Half into which is the central atom here? Nitrogen will become the central atom because which is present in a lesser number. 3 atoms hydrogen ide, 1 atom nitrogen ide, adakke idu central atom agirtade. Okay, in a nitrogen how many number of valence electrons are there on the central atom? Valence electrons, nitrogen it is having 2 5 configuration. In the ground state it is having 2 electrons, in the valence shell it is having 5 electrons, that is why it is 5 valence electrons on the central atom. Nitrogen alli 5 valence electrons irutte, plus number of monovalent atoms on the central atom. Hydrogen is a monovalent atom, then how many number of hydrogen atoms are there here? 3 atoms. 5 plus 3, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 by 2 is 4. Again the value of x becomes 4, value of x becomes 4. If the value of x is 4 means it can exhibit which hybridization? sp3 hybridization. It can exhibit sp3 hybridization, followed by it can exhibit geometry of, again it exhibits tetrahedral geometry. Okay, by finding out the value of x we can easily predict the hybridization followed by the geometry. Okay, then how to find out this value of x? By using this formula. Okay, next, if they have given an example of water molecule, H2O molecule kelidru ankoli, then which is the central atom here? Oxygen will become the central atom. Oxygen. Okay, how to find out? The hybridization, oxygen central atom irutte, oxygen configuration 2 6 irutte, 2 ground state alliro electrons, 6 valence shell alliro electrons. So the number of valence electrons on the central atom, that is oxygen, are 6, plus number of monovalent atoms on the central atom. Monovalent atoms ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ central atom ಜೊತೆಗೆ? 2 ಇದೆ, 2. Again it becomes 8, 8 by 2 is 4, x is equal to 4. Which type of hybridization it can exhibit? sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. Then what about its geometry? Geometry of the molecule will be tetrahedral geometry. spx is equal to 4 ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ sp3 hybridization ಅಂತೀವಿ, followed by the geometry of the molecule will be tetrahedral. Okay, next, suppose if they have given BF3 molecule, BF3 molecule, ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕೀಗ BF3 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಬೋರಾನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬೋರಾನ್ atomic number is 5. It is having the configuration 2,3. 2 is ground state, 3 is valence electrons. Okay, how many number of valence electrons on boron means there were 3 valence electrons, followed by how many number of monovalent atoms are present? 3. Fluorine is a monovalent atom. How many fluorine atoms are there here? We have 3 fluorine atoms. That is why it is 3. Molecule is neutral because it do not have any positive and negative charges and no necessity of adding and subtracting the charges. Okay, here 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3, x is equal to 3. If the value of x is equal to 3, then what is its hybridization? X is equal to 3 adre hybridization will be sp3. Hybridization ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ? sp2 hybridization followed by geometry of the molecule will be trigonal planar geometry. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? sp2 hybridization ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ geometry of the molecule will be sp2 hybridization, trigonal planar geometry. Okay, suppose if it is BCl2, then the same formula is going to be repeated. In the BeCl2 molecule, beryllium will become the central atom. Beryllium, okay, it is having the configuration of 2,2. It is having how many valence electrons there here? 2 valence electrons. Then number of monovalent atoms 2 Cl atoms ಇದೆ 2. Then molecule is neutral in nature, ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವೀಗ? 4 by 2 is 2. Value of x becomes 2. If the value of x is 2, then which type of hybridization it is? sp hybridization. It can exhibit sp hybridization. Then what about the geometry? Geometry of the molecule will be a linear geometry. sp hybridization ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Geometry of the molecule will be linear geometry. Okay, BeCl2 sp hybridization ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, followed by it is exhibits with the linear geometry ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ suppose if they have given CO3 minus 2, ಈ ಥರ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, CO3 minus 2. Okay, in which identify the nature of hybridization of carbon in CO3 minus 2 molecule and predict its geometry of the molecule ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. Okay, what is the hybridization of carbon in CO3 minus 2 and what will be its geometry ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. Then again we will go through the same formula, that is x is equal to half into, in which the central atom will be the carbon. Carbon will become the central atom. It is having 2,4 configuration. That means 2 went for ground state and the remaining 4 electrons present as a valence electrons. Valence electrons on central atom carbon ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ plus. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, in this example you have to observe very carefully that the central atom which is attached to a divalent atom, not a monovalent atom. Oxygen, it is having 2 bond capacity atom, ಅದನ್ನು ಡೈವೇಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೋನೋವೇಲೆಂಟ್. ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ the central atom is attached with a monovalent atoms, only we can consider them. Okay, if the central atom is attached with a divalent, then we just left as it is and we do not consider those divalent atoms. Okay, that is why 4 plus number of monovalent atoms are 0. Then here, charge on cation, is it a cation? No, this is an anion in which the charge of anion should be added. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆನಯನದು ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಆಗ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 0, ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ +2. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? 4, that will be the valence electrons of the central atom carbon. 0 because of the absence of monovalent atoms on the central atom. central atom ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ monovalent atoms ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು 0. Another one, this is negatively charged ion, that means it is an anion, that is why cationic charges ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, that is why it is 0. Followed by, we should add the charge present on the anion, that is +2. Now it becomes a half into 4 plus 2, it is 6. It becomes H is equal to 3. If X value is 3, then what about its hybridization? Hybridization will be sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Then what about its geometry? What about its geometry means, again it is trigonal planar geometry. Trigonal planar geometry. Is it clear? Here, in case of a ionic species, if it is an anion, we have to add the charges. If it is a cation, we have to subtract the number of charges. That's it. Okay. Then the more importantly you can observe here is the atoms attached to a central atom are monovalent or divalent. Monovalent idre matra that we need to consider them. If they are divalent in nature, we do not have any necessity to consider them. Okay, avugalna as it is bitbidabeku. Okay, next, suppose if they have given an example of NH4 plus, then here, which is the central atom here? Nitrogen being lesser in number, it will become the central atom. Okay, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? half into, the same formula we need to follow. Okay, half into. Next, nitrogen, how many number of valence electrons are there in nitrogen? Nitrogen, it is having a 2-5 configuration alva. 7 ade andre 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3 configuration. In the valence shell, it is having total 5 electrons. Okay, the number of valence electrons on central atoms will be 5 plus number of monovalent atoms. Hydrogen is a monovalent atom na, so how many number of monovalent atoms are there here? Here we have 4 monovalent atoms, that is why that will added with 4. Okay, next, how many charges are there here? How many charges are there here? +1 is there. Cationic charge should be subtracted anta ಹೇಳಿದಿವಿ. How many cationic charges are there here? Only 1 charge is there. We have to subtract 1 charge from here. anion illa, adu 0 irtade. Okay, here 5 plus 4 minus 1, that is 9 minus 1, that is 8. 8 by 2, that is 4. Value of x becomes 4. 4 idre yav hybridization bartade? sp3 hybridization with the geometry of tetrahedral. It can exhibit sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization with the tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. Okay, this procedure, in this way we can calculate the hybridization followed by the geometry for cationic species. ಈ ಥರ ಏನಾದರೂ cationic species ಬಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜಸನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು we have to calculate the value of x. Okay, next one more example, that is SO4 minus 2 molecule, SO4 minus 2 ion ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. How can you calculate this? First we have to identify the central atom, that is the main thing. Sulfur will be the central atom, sulfur. What is the configuration of sulfur here? 2, 8, 6 it is. The number of valence electrons are 6. Okay, if you have a doubt, you can directly go through the electronic configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4 it is. 1s it is becomes k shell, 2s 2p l, 3s 3p m, and this will become the valence shell. Okay, and L shell and K shell becomes the ground shells. Okay, this M shell will be the valence shell, which consists of how many electrons here? 4 plus 2, 6 electrons. 6 electrons here plus. Is the central atom attached to a monovalent atom here? Monovalent atom idu? No, it is a divalent atom. Here the central atom which do not attaches to a monovalent atom, instead it attached into a divalent atom. That is why the value of monovalent atoms is 0. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ monovalent atoms ಇಲ್ಲ. Followed by which type of ion it is? It is anion. We always add the number of anions. Number of anions ಅನ್ನು add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. How many number of ions are there here? Cations 0 ಇದೆ plus 2, that is number of anions. 6 plus 2 8, 8 by 2 is again 4, x is equal to 4, and it can exhibit sp3 hybridization. It can exhibit sp3 hybridization with geometry. In geometry bartade again, it is tetrahedral geometry. Again it can exhibit tetrahedral geometry. Again it can exhibit tetrahedral geometry. Is it clear? Based upon the value of x, we can easily predict the hybridization and the nature of geometry. Okay, next. If the molecule will be SF6, then X, as it is sulfur, will become the central atom. How many valence electrons are there in central atom? 2, 8, 6, that is sulfur in the number of valence electrons of 6 baratte. Plus how many monovalent atoms are there here? Here sulfur is bounded with the 6 monovalent atoms. 6 monovalent atoms, you have to calculate them. Being it is neutral in nature, which do not have any positive and negative charges, the value of cation and anion becomes 0. Then 6 plus 6, 12 by 2 is 6. The value of x becomes 6. If the value of x becomes 6, then which type of hybridization it belongs to? It can exhibit sp3d2 hybridization. It can exhibit sp3d2 hybridization with which type of geometry? Geometry of the molecule will be octahedral geometry. Octahedral geometry. Geometry of the molecule will be octahedral geometry. And which type of hybridization it is? sp3d2 hybridization. Is it clear? Okay, next we will move on to one more example, that is IF7. Which is the central atom here? Iodine will become the central atom here. Okay, How many valence electrons are there on iodine? Iodine being, it is having 5s2 5p5 configuration alva, 5p5 configuration. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 5s2 5p5 configuration. How many valence electrons are there here? 7 valence electrons are there. So for iodine, 1/2 into valence electrons are x is equal to half into valence electrons on iodine will be 7. Then it combines with how many number of monovalent atoms? It can get combines with the 7 monovalent atoms. As this molecule do not possess any type of charges becomes 0, positive charges illa, negative charges illa. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, half into 14, that is ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, it will become 7. Value of x becomes a 7. If the value of x becomes a 7 means which type of hybridization it is? sp3d3 hybridization. It can exhibit sp3d3 hybridization. Okay, which type of geometry it can exhibit? Pentagonal bipyramidal geometry. Pentagonal bipyramidal geometry. Bipyramidal geometry. Okay, value of x 7 ಇದೆ, sp3d3 hybridization ಬರುತ್ತೆ, followed by pentagonal bipyramidal geometry ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, like this. Then if they have given like this NO3 minus, ಈ ಥರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, NO3 minus, then how can we calculate this hybridization? X is equal to half into valence electrons on a central atom among nitrogen and oxygen, which will become the central atom nitrogen. ಕಡಿಮೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ, nitrogen ಅಂದರೆ 2 5 ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್, ಅದು 2 5 ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವೇಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 5 ವೇಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ nitrogen atom here which do not make bond with monovalent atoms. Oxygen is not a monovalent bond, monovalent atom ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು divalent. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ number of monovalent atoms will be 0 plus. What is the charge present on this particular ion? It is carrying a negative charge. ಆನಯಾನಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆನಯಾನಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ +1, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ 5 + 1 6/2, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3. ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ 3 ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Okay, next what will be the geometry? Geometry means again it can exhibit trigonal planar geometry. Trigonal planar geometry ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, in this way we can easily calculate the geometry of the molecule by knowing about the value of x. That means by knowing about the nature of hybridization by using this formula. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದರೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದಿ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ದೇರ್ ಜಾಮಿಟ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನನ್ನು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಒನ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, but in this case by the formula method or by the previous method we can predict only the geometry of the molecule, not about the shape. Then what is the difference between this geometry of the molecule and the shape of the molecule? Here geometry of the molecule, if you consider NH3 molecule NH3 molecule with one lone pair irutte. This is the structure of NH3 molecule. If you want to know about the geometry of the molecule ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಹೈಡ್ರಲ್ geometry ಇರ್ತದೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. Being it is sp3 hybridized, its geometry is tetrahedral in nature, but shape of the molecule is not tetrahedral. Okay, in the next video I am going to discuss this concept, shape of the molecule. But now, in order to differentiate between the shape and geometry of the molecule, here geometry of the molecule, which includes both a lone pair of electrons followed by the bond pair of electrons. Andre around the central atom, if we consider both the bonded pair electrons and the lone pair of electrons, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದು ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Suppose if the structure was explained on the basis of only the bonded pair electrons, only the number of atoms attached to the central atom, not based upon the lone pair of electrons, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಶೇಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸೇರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು geometry of the molecule ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. In other cases, in those structures which consider only the bonded pair electrons, only the number of bonds on the central atom, and which do not consider the lone pair of electrons, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಏನಂತೇವೆ, shape of the molecule ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Here bond pair plus lone pair ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿದ್ರೆ geometry ಬರ್ತದೆ, geometry. Suppose only the bond pairs ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು shape of the molecule ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, shape. Okay, if the structure which includes both bond pair of electrons and lone pair of electrons, ಅದು geometry of the molecule ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. If the same structure which includes only the bonded pair electrons and which are unaware of the lone pair of electrons present on the central atom, then they can represent the shape of the molecule. Okay, in the next class we need to go through this concept, that is explanation of a shape of the molecules. Okay, thank you.